Good afternoon, everybody. Mrs. Norris here. So what I'm going to do in this video today is I'm going to show you specifically how to screenshot and submit your work for lesson 1.1 getting started. Now this is something that we did yesterday, and it was an assignment that was due yesterday if you're watching this in October 2020. If you're watching this sometime down the road, your due dates might be a little bit different. So don't be so concerned with the due dates. Be more concerned with actually following the steps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead in October 2020 and I'm going to click on the assignment, lesson 1, getting started. And you can see that I don't have anything submitted and I need to submit something. Okay. Now, the important thing for you to understand is that an assignment doesn't lose any points until those 2 weeks for the window of turning in late work closes. So this was something that was due yesterday. So because it was due yesterday, obviously that 2 week window is open. So even though it says missing and you have a 50% score here, don't worry too much about that. It's more about getting it submitted on time so that I can grade it, and then I will as long as it's between that 2 week window. Okay. Now, because it is marked right now as missing, I do have a different window than if I opened up the assignment on a time when it's not actually due yet. So either way, if it is missing, if I click on submit assignment, it will take me to that window for the assignment itself. Okay. And you can see that I've not submitted this yet. So this is what I need to do. All right. So I'm going to go down to the bottom because this is what I'm concerned with, the file upload and the Google Drive. Now, what I've learned is that we can't upload 2 files at once. So if we're going to upload the images, which to me is the more important, we're not going to worry about uploading the Google Drive document. I'll just be able to see that you created a document, named it correctly, and moved it to the right folder by looking at your screenshot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my student account. And when you immediately open up Drive using your waffle, the first screen you're going to see sometimes is this priority screen. Not all the time, but sometimes. So we want to click on our My Drive. And what we did was we created a folder for our class. So Norris, and because it's 2020, Norris 2020 CAD for computer aided design. It might be 2021 or 2022, depending on what year it is that you're watching this. So I'm going to open this up. And you can see that we created those folders and we changed the colors. That's one thing that I'm looking for. So this is one screenshot. At this point, this is where you and I will divide for a moment and come back together. How you take a screenshot depends on the kind of computer that you are working on. So if I go back to the assignment, you can see that I've provided for you some YouTube clips to help you with screenshotting your images depending on the computer that you have. So if you have a Chromebook, there's one here. If you have a Mac like me, this second video, and if you have a PC, then this final video will help you. So whatever computer you have, you're going to take a screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that folder, and I need to be in my Norris CAD folder with the files that I created previously. So because I have a Mac, I'm going to take a screenshot of just a section of this screen. Now, if you took a picture of the whole screen and that's what you send me, that's fine. What's most important is that I can see that you created that Norris folder and then you created each of the subfolders within there and changed the color. Okay, so you can see my screenshot is now on my desktop. I also need to take a screenshot of the document within the folder. So the document that I created, that I gave a name to and moved into my folder, I need to make sure that I take a screenshot of this as well. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so you can see my 2 screenshots here. Now, what I would like for you to do is pause this video and take your 2 screenshots. Okay, so again, pause the video and take your 2 screenshots and then come back and join me again. Okay, so we're back and we have our 2 screenshots. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to rename them. Here again is where we're going to split off and then come back together. I don't know where your screenshots go when you take them. So they could be on your desktop, they could be in a downloads folder, they could be in a documents folder, they could be in images folder. The list goes on and on and on. So you're going to have to find them and rename them wherever they are. My suggestion is that when you find them, you move them to your desktop so they're easier to find later, and then you can move them back at a later time. Okay, so again, what we're going to do is rename these 2 screenshots based on our lesson directions. So we have one that's first and last name L1 underscore 1A. And then first and last name L1 underscore 1B. So my one that has all of my folders showing, that's going to be A1. And then my one that has just my docs folder with that document in it, that's going to be 1B. Okay, so at this point, what I want you to do, and I'm going to do this, you can watch me while I'm doing this, but I'm just going to rename to my first and last name. Capital L1 underscore 1A. And then rename together. First and last name, capital L1 underscore 1, capital B. So please pause the video, find and rename your 2 files, and then come back to me. Okay, so at this point, you've renamed your 2 screenshots and you're ready to upload them to me. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this. Well, I'm here now. So I'm at the assignment. And again, we're not going to be able to upload our doc as well. But as long as you took a screenshot that includes the fact that your folder has that document in it and the document has been renamed, that's the most important thing to me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm on File, Upload, and I'm going to click Choose File. And then I'm going to select 1A. And then I'm going to add another file, choose File, 1B. And now I have my 2 files there. Okay. So once my 2 files are there, I can submit my assignment. I know that I've submitted my assignment correctly because when I look at my submission details, you can see them listed here. Okay.